Welcome back. I'm Casey for anybody that's new. I'm glad everyone could join me tonight. So regardless of the temperature of the house, my wife is always cold during the winter. She's always bundled up with a bunch of blankets. I had a neat idea. I thought, okay, well, we'll take one of those heated mats that you can buy for your car that are like $13, and we'll put it in her computer chair, and that way she can stay nice and warm. Now, she's left for the day, so I just basically have to make sure that I get this done before she gets home so I can surprise her with it. At this point, I'll be honest, I'm debating on what I'll tell the wife if she comes home and she doesn't have a chair.
Where's my chair?
Anyways, let's get to it. So first thing I need to do is I need to cut this for the two different sides, and then I'll take this apart, mount it underneath, put a battery pack somewhere, switch, there we go. Inside of here there's a bunch of wires that do the heating, so I gotta make sure that I don't hit those. So here's something I was prepared for. I gotta figure out how to get the wires to go from the bottom to the back. Right here I see that there's the ground wire, and that goes to these two, so that'll be pretty easy to extend. And then over here, I'm gonna cut these, mark them, and then extend those, so that way I can try to get all the wires to run through one side instead of having it on the two edges. Hopefully I can have it protected in the center by the post for the backrest. Quite simply right now, I just need to get the base off of it, so I'm going to have to take all of it apart. So these screws are acting like they're pretty well stripped out, where they just spin. I'm guessing inside there's usually a little toothed, I don't know what they're called, but it's like a toothed nut that kind of digs into the wood or the plastic or whatever. I'm guessing that gave out, so I'm just gonna take and pry this off at this point and see if I can access them from the other side. So at this point I've melted a hole through here, and this just is not going to work. I tried using the iron to see if the heat would help it off. So at this point I have an idea. First off, I start peeling this off, and that's going to let me tighten those up, so we're saved on that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a nice fluffy wrapping. So instead of ruining it, it's going to be nice and fluffy for her. Okay, so while I have this off, I tightened all these back up, because if these come loose, it's going to be a nightmare with it all put together. And I was originally going to go with this, however, it dawned on me to use one of Sam's favorite blankets. This blanket got into rough condition, and she kept it around, saying that she was going to sew it up at some point. And I asked her if I could do a project with this, and she said yes, so here we go. We're going to do it on this. So on this side I was able to solder to that ground wire, but on this side they're the heating wires, and solder doesn't take to them, so I used some butt splices. And I'm just going to take and run both of these to the center and to the back. And I'm going to staple these right here So these are going to help hold it in place a little bit. So I got the chair laying on its back. I'm going to start by stapling the front of the fabric, and then I'm going to work to the back, stretch it tight, cut it to length, staple it back there too. I'm going to pull this tight up here. All right, so as you can probably tell, we did get it done in time. Now, I told the wife ahead of time, I want you to be expecting this, but I'm gonna have the camera running so I can get your reaction on something.
Okay.
And this is so that way you guys could get a natural reaction of her coming home to it. So here we go.
Where's my chair?
It's in the project room. Hold on, let me go get it, okay?
Okay.
Close your eyes. You can open your eyes.
He looks like a cookie monster. This was, it's my old blanket.
Yep.
I'm not leaving my chair now.
She really did love it. I ended up changing the battery out and adding a little bit of a voltage regulator, which basically cuts off the voltage if it ends up too low to protect the battery. But other than that, it's been working flawless. So till next time, have a good one.
Is my butt getting warm?
Yeah.